Of course, by now, most of you have heard about Jay Jones, who is the Democratic nominee for Attorney General in Virginia, who was outed for having some really heinous texts where he was calling for the murder of a political opponent, someone that he disagreed with. And instead of saying, you know what, this guy sucks, and like maybe letting out a few curses and calling his mother a name, he says, I hope he dies. And he talks about putting 2 bullets in the guy's head and wishing his children would die. I'll link to the Hill article below. And of course, usual suspects, right? The Republicans are coming out and they are calling for him to rescind his nomination and calling for him to either be prosecuted, but at the very least rescind his nomination for Attorney General. And then the Democrats with this insipid, well, we all say things. At first, Jay Jones was unapologetic. And then when he really got a hold of the backlash, he was like, well, we all say terrible things. We don't all say terrible things. We don't all send texts where we are wishing death upon people, like actual death upon people or their children. Okay. That's a you problem. That is not a we problem. Okay. We don't all send texts. Do we all send texts we regret? Yeah. You know what my texts that I regret are like? In my 20s, being a little too drunk and texting an ex. That's a text I regret. But actually texting somebody, a friend even, that I wish somebody else was dead, never, not one time. And people have been horrible to me in my life. Not everybody, but you know who you are if you have been.